news article about the quote-unquote 1,000-foot UFO, the picture that was presented at the most recent conference by Lou Elizondo. It's a very interesting picture. I think it was taken in 2021 over the Four Corners area, and they claim it's, almost 1,000 foot, and it was taken by a commercial airline pilot. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. It doesn't look like CGI. It's grainy, it's crappy, which is kind of, in my opinion, usually more realistic than like the perfect. Whenever you have the perfect photos, in my experience, those typically end up being imperfect when you follow how they came to be. But this one is interesting, and Lou's an interesting guy. I've met Lou. He's very secretive. When I met him, he was wearing, he seemed very barrel chested, and I quickly realized that he was wearing a bulletproof vest underneath, his thing. And I was like, yeah, okay, is this just a ploy, like, for publicity? And a mutual friend said, no, he's very much worried, and that I probably shouldn't even say this part, but I'm gonna do it. He's very much worried because he's been told through a number of sources that his time is limited. And I said, well, it was DOD, CIA. And he goes, a number of sources, some of which aren't human. So interesting. Allegedly, yeah, he somehow, I don't know if this was through somebody with psionic capability, with a psychic, or if he had an actual experience with some non-human intelligence, but he was told at the time that his time was limited. And from what I understood from this individual, he just kind of like, instead of ordering one drink, would order two, because, hey, instead of smoking one cigar, I'll smoke two, because, hey, if my time's limited, I'm going to live it up. And it really, I think he became a lot more interested in direct communication about disclosure, and a lot more fearless when this person told him that. I don't know. I can't vouch for the veracity of those claims, because I got it from a third person, but they were pretty close to Lou.
Yeah, so, man. Well, you work with a lot of people in the UFO aerospace community. What are your thoughts on where we're at right now with quote-unquote disclosure coming from the mainstream, coming from characters like Lou Elizondo, and how we have this new mainstream alternative media that is openly reporting on not only UFOs, but a lot of the conspiratorial things that this show and you have been talking about for a very long time? It seems to be all coming out in the open, but there is a lack of reaction, there's a lack of real evidence, and nobody's sure where it's really all going or the purpose and why now, but I'd love to get your thoughts on that.
It's a great question, and it's an unpopular question, because answering this question can make you seem like a real crazy person. So it is one of the things that the top minds that are involved with this subject, when you paint them into a corner and you ask them, well, what do you think it is? They always say the same thing. Well, my opinion doesn't matter. I have my thoughts, but I'm not going to talk about that.